Alrighty, back to planting corn today. Starting to sound like a broken record, trying to outrun a storm again. But seems like can't get ahead. Every time it gets a period or gets a spell long enough to get everything dried out, it starts to rain again right away. So we got chances of rain tonight, chances of rain tomorrow. It's supposed to dry out Wednesday, Thursday, chance of rain Friday. Yeah, pretty good for a week that was supposed to be all clear all the way through next Monday. That didn't happen. And it's also to the point now where I can't even wait for the fields to get all the way dried out. I got to go around the wet spots, which this field's got two wet spots in it to begin with. There's one there and there's one there. But I've got to stay out away from them because it's too stinking wet. Dad almost got stuck field cultivating. And I can't run the mulcher over this field, even though I'd like to, because it's wet enough underneath. All I'd do is pack it. And a column mulcher is a tool of condition. If you don't got the right conditions for it, don't use it. Meaning, if it's too stinking wet underneath, it may be dry on top, but if it's wet underneath, stay off of it. And I got Dad supposed to be over poking at another field with a field cultivator. He's actually running back over the field that he was prepping for me. Would have been last Monday when I was working on drilling beans. He had a field that he was running that I was going to hit until it started raining on me. It would have been the same day I took the video running the column mulcher with the T. So he's going to try to break that back open because he ran over it with the mulcher. Another thing I gotta do, I had to set these things, or pick these things up for running behind the column mulcher. So since I'm going right into field cultivated ground, I gotta set them back down. I need to switch my hoses over because I hooked them up backwards. So far, the calibration's been coming out pretty damn close. Oh, shit. I think I forgot my graphite. Or is it? Damn it. Hell. Get in a hurry and forget crap. But you can't even avoid being in a hurry this year. It's not going to stay. It's not going to go through there. This is actually, I had this thing sitting in the barn and the fertilizer grew moisture. You know, bust them chunks up, it clogs up the tubes. Although, if you get them small enough, the auger will chew them up most of the way. And I ain't worried about this because this is a cheap-ass Harbor Freight crowbar that you try to pry on anything with and it bends, so it's not good for much anyway. Do-do-de-do-de-do. I'm putting this stuff in a field back off the road on purpose because this is actually seed left over from last year and I don't know how well it's going to germinate, so we're going to find out. I've had it stored in the house, so it's been dry and it's been relatively cool, so it should be alright. Shoot, you can buy seed that's brand new that's technically a year old, because any returns the seed company gets, they just put it in a refrigerated warehouse and store it for the next season. Even if it's a number they're getting rid of, they'll just turn around and sell it at a discount. Close enough for what it is. Wait till my graphite gets here. My dad had an idea using this thing, so we're going to try it. The other day I was just carrying it in buckets. But he thinks, let go. Do this. That actually works pretty good. Be nice if I had a fertilizer wagon for this. Oh wait, I do, I just ain't got no tin for it. to stop and figure out what the heck's going on with that, but until I get a day where it's raining and I can't plant, I'm really not all that worried about it. I thought about going to co-op and getting bag fertilizer, but I've got credit through Helena, so I can defer it, or defer payment till, I think I got it for 1st of December, or 15th of December, or some weird date, I think. But if I'd went to co-op, I'd had to pay in 30 days. It'd really be nice to be able to keep a little bit of capital on hand, so I just went with the bulk. And we'll deal with shoveling. Okay. See if we can't get something done before that shows up. Now see just how wet it is back here. Normally when I'm planting, I get my endros done first, but in a situation like that, where it's hard to get into them, I'll do whichever row's easier to pull into at the combine to give me some room to work and wiggle around. So I'll do one down, well, I'll do it down in the back, get these endros back here worked out, and when I get back, I will get those front endros worked. Uh-oh. Come on, crawl through it, damn it. There's dry ground right there, you son of a bitch. Them front wheels would freaking roll. God damn it. There we go. Well, I guess we're going to stay even further out of there than I originally thought. What this field really needs is a tile job, but problem is there ain't no place to drain the dang thing. It's not mine, so I'm not paying to tile it. There's guys that do that shared cost thing where you do the labor and the owner buys the tile. That might be something worth doing, but I don't know how long I'm going to have this field either, so. I really hate having a plant like this, but when the weather's acting as screwy as it is, there's not really anything you can do about it. You just gotta run when you can. There's a wet spot. There's the spot Dad was talking about where he almost got stuck. Kicker this whole thing is, in a normal time like this, if you got a bunch of rain, you see a dry spell coming up, you'd be like, oh well, I'll just wait for the dry spell. Yeah, you can't even do that this year because you may have a dry spell one day and then the next day it's chances of rain for the next 4 days, so whole thing just sucks. Don't want to have to put any end rows here, but as soft as it is, it's looking like that may be what I have to do. Solely so I have a place to turn around. I don't gotta try to drive through it. Nice thing about this planter, you get to the end row, pick it all the way up, and bump it back down a little bit. You can trip the marker so that as soon as you let the planter down, the marker goes down with it. Which works real good because when you're turning is when the trip levers are the closest to you. Wet hole a little bit. I apologize for not getting more GoPro video, but when I get in a hurry like this, these glassers are just more convenient because I can throw them on and go. I don't got to keep stopping to move the camera around. I'll get some on I'm planning on getting some when I'm doing the big cornfield. Now, how far out on this? Yeah. Let's start from over here. How did I crawl out of that mess? Oh shit. Oh shit. Come on, baby, crawl. That's my girl. Bit off a little bit more than I could chew there. Uh-oh. How many do I put? I really don't want to bury this thing trying to turn it around. I think that ought to do it, I hope. If it don't, I guess we'll find out. Dadgummit. Lost an R pin. That's happened before. Bent that one. Before you put this thing in the barn, you may want to take some Scotch-Brite to the couplers and oil them up. Apparently there's some fertilizer got dribbled on them or something. Let's see if we can get the hitch ball. Oh, found a hay rake tooth out there. That's always nice. Shit. Ain't got any more R pins.
going to do. They were saying the rain was supposed to start by 8.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing too.
And what I saw on the radar, I don't know what we're going to get out of it, but
it's a 50-50 shot if it's going to hit us or miss us.
And it said to start of rain at 8, end of rain at 8:30. All it is a narrow strip coming up along or through Illinois. But you know if it's got an inch and a half of rain in it or a quarter of an inch of rain in it.
Well, they're also calling for rain tomorrow tomorrow too, so I don't know if it's all supposed to come out of the same system or if it's going to swing down from somewhere else.
Because there's actually 2 in the radar converging. There's one coming down out of Wisconsin and one coming up from Illinois. The one out of Wisconsin looks like it's going to go north of us, and the one that's coming up out of Illinois looks like it could go south of us, and I pity whoever's out there when they hit each other because they're probably going to get deuced.
Alright, well, I'm going to go get that thing put back. And
Is that still charging okay?
yeah. Well, it's done. It ain't pretty. Not one of my best planting jobs. There's a couple spots I got a little squirrely in the mud. But it was one of them deals where the rest of the whole field was dry enough that it wasn't worth waiting for the few small spots, especially with rain on the way. So it's just like, screw it, go through it. I'm gonna head straight back to the barn. Dad's taking that back to the house to stick in the gable barn. At least this one's back off the road where nobody can see it. So another 5 acres down. The end rows in the back took a beating, but what can you do about it? Jake asked me why I don't plant with the 77. Well, stay tuned, because if it keeps this crap up, I may be planting with the 77 just so I can get across the ground. That tractor's fine up until the front end goes down, then you're screwed. Wide front wouldn't do that. But man, that narrow front's handy for spinning around on the end row. But anyway, go get this thing put away and get back to the house before I get soaked. So I guess that does it for this one. We'll catch you guys on the next one.